Hello. If you're here for the Ruby Unconference, raise your hand. Raise your hand. If you're not raising your hand, it means you're not here for Ruby Conference. Okay. So technically, I think thank you for ConceptualCode, guys, and Ruby Saigon, guys. Anyone here organizing this? Thanks for Dreamplex for hosting the place, and there's this CoderSchool thing as well. So just to get started in the spirit of sharing, I'm doing a little fast talk on how to build Facebook Messenger bot. I'm Harley from CoderSchool. We train engineers in Ho Chi Minh City, and we just started in Hanoi with the first Ruby on Rails class. We've been running for like a year and a half now. That's Charles, the guy who came to Vietnam starting CoderSchool, and I joined Charles after taking his first class. Right, but he taught me iOS, so he didn't teach me Ruby. So if my Ruby sucks, don't blame him. So then we, you can find out more about us online. But I hope that today is about Ruby, but it's also about thinking low level. Ruby is the fun place to program, but it also make it too easy for people to try things without understanding them. For example, Rails new, and then you have an app. You don't have to do anything, and then you run scaffold. So let's just do something similar. Now, why Messenger bot? We actually survey people what they want to hear us talk about. The real-time chat app is still popular for some reason, but Ruby is not really the best app the best tool to build that. It's okay if you want. You can Google. It's all there. Maybe I can talk about it next time. But Facebook Messenger is actually easy to get started with, and it's quite fun. So only been 7 months and it's already super fast growth, and then there are many ways to integrate it into your platform. There's more work for you to get started, but it's no work for your user to talk to you. So why not? And so what can Facebook bot do? So raise your hand. Everyone raise your hand like this. If you have zero experience with bot, keep it fist, right? If you have like 5 months of experience, there's 5. So give me this if you don't know how many months you have been doing bot, but this means you have no idea what bot is. So I love all the fists. Awesome. So I'm teaching you something that I learned yesterday. So now what can bots do, right? So Slack bot is more advanced. You have chat room. Facebook bot, we're actually talking to the Facebook page in general. There are many more use cases, but Facebook allows us to send and receive messages so we can talk to other Facebook users. Then they also allow us to define templates. Imagine now the user say, hey, I'd like to buy some shirts. And then you display, hey, shirt 1, shirt 2, buy, or next one. And the user just tap on that and it's done. Man, money, right? Facebook also give you a welcome screen thing. Let's say you tap on the bot, it shows you the get started experience. So now Facebook Messenger becomes a platform or even an operating system. Instead of having to download the entire app to see the get started screen, now you can just tap on their Facebook page, send a message. Then Facebook owns this with.ai thing. It's free. It's just crazy why it's free, but it provides natural language assistance. So then you can build pretty advanced apps. So the short version is it's just a command line interface for your users. So this is what we learned to do, right? We get into the command line, we type some stuff, we get some stuff back, and we have to learn all these commands. Now, obviously, this is too much for users. So as computers become more popular, this is what happens. People come up with graphical user interface. And then now, instead of looking at one screen, figuring out how to do things, now you have to look through so many different screens, and you have to go and ask your friends and your bosses, right? Now, as things get better, they realize that one-to-one messages is actually super important. So as you can see, many developing countries, they're super advanced in this. Send you a text message, you send something back. It's one-to-one, it's good engagement. And then now it supports, multimedia messages, so you see pictures and stuff. So keep this in mind. That is conversation UI instead of graphic UI. But now conversation UI is something in between command line and graphic UI. So now it's what I just give you an example, right? You just message what is the flower company here? Like Hoa Yêu Thương, and you go there and you press a message. They give you their picture and you just tap, right? I want to buy this and send it to my girlfriend. Done. And so you see the UI can be really expressive. I show you a walkthrough. So say if you only know how to program just a little bit, right? You're not afraid of understanding how to set up a messenger bot. And if you're advanced, you probably still can learn something new together, right? I learned a lot just by preparing this. So how to do the Facebook Messenger app? Let's think about it from the engineering point of view. We need a sort of a server, right? A web server. It could be over some WebSocket or HTTP. Let's keep it simple. Set up an HTTP server. Then you run it on your laptop, right? And then so someone needs to talk to your server because you need to talk to Facebook. So if you run it on your laptop, then you have to somehow configure it so Facebook can talk to you. If you push it to another server, then it's okay. But until you can push it to another server, you have to make sure everything works on your laptop. Then next, you have to create a Facebook page. Who here doesn't know what a Facebook page is? This doesn't, I know no one will raise their hand. So, well, who here knows what a Facebook app is? Raise your hand like this if you haven't used Facebook app, and then this if you have used Facebook app, and then this means you're like, not really. I know what a Facebook app is, but I never touch it. Okay, so you need a Facebook page because users send messages to Facebook page. Facebook page is like a guy that I hire to talk to the users, right? This is the proxy. Facebook app is something that integrates the logic. Facebook app and my web server make sure that we have the permission to do things. So you need both. So what I'm going to do is just use an existing Facebook page. I set up one just for this talk. It's called Facebook/Coder push. So we're CoderSchool, and then we try to push the coder. So it sort of sounds nice to create a Facebook page called Coder push. You might be the first user to like it if you try it now. Now, what's cool here is now people can message you. That's what we're trying to build, right? So then next we need the Facebook app, and it's a little confusing. Actually, now I don't remember how to get there, but it's in the app. You just create a new app, okay? So I go into a Facebook app now, and what you just need to know is for any kind of app, Slack app, Facebook app, or anything for you to talk to, they need you to hold a secret key. It's like a password to talk to the app that they know it's you. Who here has implemented a Facebook login? Oh, many of you. So obviously you know this, so you lie that you didn't know about the app, right? In the past, it's in here, but now they've separated it into a product. If you want Facebook login, you have to go into Facebook login, add it as a product. So there are many other products. You can add them here, right? Now, what we're doing today is I add two products. One is a messenger product to talk to the Facebook Messenger thing. And in this product, you say you need to get an access token to make sure you are the right kind of guy, the kind of server to subscribe to the messages event. So if someone do anything to their this Facebook page, now this messenger thing will send some events to you. And here, but what kind of event? Did the user see the message? Did the user send the message? Did the user, or what's the current location? What's the last time the user is online? So webhook is the thing that you specify your permission, right? So now I only care about messages that user send me, and then what happens when I send back to the user. So this is kept at high level. It's a product. But webhooks is the concept for Facebook to talk to my server, right? So you go into this, add another product, it's called webhook. This hook is basically, you tell Facebook, hey, anything that happens, if you want to talk to me, send information to this URL, okay? And here is, I will accept these fields. If you don't do this, maybe they send you too much information, it may, DDoS your server, right? There's like some crazy fancy, there's so many of them. One of them can actually crash your server. It's called echoing. Anything you send them, they will send back the same thing. And then if you turn it on, basically you just crash yourself because you send them messages. Okay, so there's no code yet, so we're gonna just start with a bot demo. And like any Ruby thing, I need to set up the first thing is it's a server, right? I need to create a server. So who here knows how to create a server in Ruby? Python gives you the built-in one, but Ruby, most of us just use something like Sinatra. And then if I have this guy, so let me just run a basic server get. If you go to home page, then this will just say hello, right? And how do you run this server? Run this guy right here. I think I just have this port already used by someone else. What happens? This is already taken, so let me just close the server from my other windows where I practiced that. Okay, so I come prepared, but I didn't prepare for that mistake. Alright, so there's a server right here. So if you click on this, right, it will go to 4.3, this one. Everyone knows this, right? Now next we need to do something more advanced, which is providing the hook for Facebook. So what I'm doing is I use a service called nrock, right? There are like 4 different services I will provide you, but basically if you go to this URL, it goes through a tunnel and then it just reach to your computer. So it's at hello. Okay, I will provide this note to you afterwards, by the way. So it will pretty much what you see I'm doing. But here, let's see the tool. Sorry, scroll a little fast. Here, so you can access this server externally, and these are the options, right? So with Route, it's a bit annoying. Every time you run it, it's a unique URL, so then you have to go and update the tool, update this thing. Now, what's really important is you tell Facebook this is the URL, but Facebook need to be able to verify you are the one. So if this in Vietnamese, it's called Chin Sẻ Gọi Đại Bàng, right? It's you just say, hey, when you talk to me, give me this token 1, 2, 3. And what happens if I save now? Right? I'm not sure why actually it passes. That's kind of weird. It should send a callback to my server. So let's see if it says something. I think it just did, right? Let's see. Test one more time. Verify. I'm just gonna ABC 1, 2, 3. All right. So it tried to send a message to this URL, and then it tried to go there, and it's not found. So what happened? This guy it goes to my server, and it sends this kind of thing, right? And I need to tell Facebook it's okay. So maybe call back. If Facebook go there, right? Then I can print maybe what the params are like. What is Facebook trying to send me? But you can already see here, Facebook mode, Facebook, it sends some stuff that because of the lack of time, I'm going to just show the code for that. Where's the code for that? Here. So if when Facebook send, and then what Facebook is interested in is that you will check if Facebook send the right access token for you, and then you pass back the number that Facebook want. So I copy and paste this line, but notice I have in callback instead of this can be anything. Okay, so if Facebook send me what is the string that I tell Facebook to send? ABC 1, 2, 3. Then I return the number to Facebook, the key back. Okay, so if I do this now, Ruby server one more time, and then I verify and save. Now it succeeds because it goes to this callback and then it passes back the params. Does it make sense? So there's a handshake. You give out your hand, and then I see that this is your hand, not my girlfriend's hand, and I shake your hand, and then you realize this is my hand. So what's next? We just finished the first step, which is allowing access from outside. Actually, we finished most of it. Now, permission. right? Permission, how do we verify under Messenger? There's a thing called access token, right? This is the token, it's like the key to enter a room, right? This is the token you need to send to Facebook every time you need to tell Facebook something, okay? Does that make sense? It means I want to send a message to Harley. I need this token. Okay, so it's good. Let's create this token. So you create, add this token. Now the way to do it, obviously this is if someone else has the token, this person can send as CoderPush. So a good way to do it is place the token in environment variable. So something like this, you put it in page access token, and then you paste the string in. Right? So this is good for this terminal. I normally do a little bit more. I actually put the whole thing in so I'm sort of locked in. Remember me, okay? So because I have that token, remember we have the server here. Now we need something called a bot. A bot is more like a client. A bot actually sends a message to Facebook, okay? So, but I don't know who to send to. So what do you think I need first? I need the ID. Let's say you send a message to CoderPush. I need your ID, right? How do I know that? All right, remember we subscribe. Let's go and subscribe. So down here we subscribe to this page. Did we subscribe here or down there? I don't know. Webhook. So try it here. Here, select a page to subscribe so that every time, remember the hooks? Every time you send a message, I already subscribed to push, by the way. I'm just doing it one more time. You can unsubscribe. It means now you can message me. So message me / CoderPush. So you can just tell anyone to go to that URL, or they scan the barcode of the messenger code, or they click on the send message on your website. So many ways. But then this one, basically, then now you can say hello. And what happens? You see this thing down here? Facebook is sending me the callback, right, with the data. But it's trying to send many times because I don't know how to handle it yet. So Facebook just think that, oh, it fails. I'm going to try again. So it's going to try in 1 second, 2 seconds, 4 seconds. And then after a while, it just stops sending any messages. So I need to implement. It's sending a post to my callback, right? So hopefully Facebook doesn't give up on me yet. So remember, it's 404 here, so I need to implement something, right? I am going to implement using awesome print here, so it's easy to see. I'm going to implement, like, maybe print out the body of what to send. So because this talk is again in a rush, so you can check the note, I'm going to copy and paste what I prepared. Okay, where is it? Actually not easy to find out what I prepared. So let me just say post. Okay, well, not sure. Let me check out the other code. Okay, well, let's just wing it. So when you do this in Sinatra, Rails is very similar. So you have request body, right? And because it allows you to stream the content people post to you, so you actually have to read it, similar to reading from a file. So I have this as like, this is my data. And in this data, now I can see what data it is. You can print it out. And the data, to save time, I think I have it in some format. They send back a format like, let's see how I can do it. Hold on, let me show you the data that they put. Let's just print it. Data, print this guy, and I just return anything that, just say okay. Facebook doesn't care what you return. They just need to care that you do something about it. So let's try one more time. Notice this read thing is still not read because I haven't confirmed that I have an endpoint that works. I'm a little worried now because if I send another message, Facebook will think that my server is having problem. It will try the next day. You see what I mean? it's remember just now it just sent like a bunch of requests and then realized that the server is not responding with the right thing. So it's like, okay, instead of trying every second, I'm going to try the next minute. So we have to wait a little bit. Let's just wait. In the meantime, I'll find code so that I can copy and paste in to save us time. Oh, look, it sends something like, you know, this hello message, and in this there's a structure here. So in my guide, you shouldn't be shy. Go and read the, you know, the send and receive API token. So what we're going to do next is we send back to Facebook, right? A user ID we want to send a message to, and then what the message is. How do I know the user ID? If you look into this string, how do I? Okay, it wraps here. You see the text that I send is hello, and here's the person who sent me the message. So I'm gonna copy this thing. That's my user ID, by the way. So you know, this is Harley's ID. All right. So I already received the data. Now I want to be able to send back a message. So imagine I have something like when you receive the data, you say send. You say here, not this, send message, right? Who am I sending to? I'm sending just to myself here. And then what's we send back? We'll just say send message user ID, recipient ID, and message text. Okay. So just know that that's my Harley ID, and then just to demo quickly. So we need to send this back to the to the Facebook page. So to do this, now you're not a server, you're a client, you're a bot. So I need to require something called HTTP. It's a gem, right? If you use HTTP party, then you should stop using that. This one is a little bit better. Now it will be something like this: HTTP post, and there's a URL. And if you look into the documentation page, it's exactly that. Send a post with a JSON structure like this, and this is the URL. So I copy this URL. I have something called here the Facebook URL. I paste this guy in. It looks like that. Okay. Remember, I already store my access token here, so I just add it. I get it from the environment variable. I have the Facebook URL, so I'm going to post, and then I send some structure. Right. So let's say I send some JSON. Right now I send an empty JSON. Okay. So what if I copy and paste this into you know, another file called bot? I can do that, but for the sake of this demo, you know, I put them all in one server and bot all in the same place. Okay. Now this, if I run this now, it will crash because HTTP is not a gem that it has. So now you have to use some sort of gem management thing. So I put gem file. And I need to run it from source HTTPS. This is everyone go to this place to get gems. And let's just put all the gem I need here. Now if you have this guy and you run bundle, from now on you have to run, how do you run Ruby server? Bundle exec Ruby server, right? Great. So what if I'm trying to send a message now. So I'm trying to send back to send message. I send Harley ID. Hello. Yeah? Hi there. So I'm sending a specific message to this person. Obviously, you have to restart the server and run it. It's set up to server. It also run this code. Okay. Well, when I send a message, I need to, this is the response. I need to print it out, right? I need to print it out. So, damn, I don't know what the structure in there. So I just maybe response. Let's just print it like that. Let's try it one more time. You see, bad request. Facebook, an active access token must be used. Okay, so we get this error. We need a better access token. So go back here. Get a new token, I think the token I used sort of it just expired. So I go to my, a quick way is, alright, I'm just gonna set this token right here. Environment, page access token. I'm totally cheating big time. Okay, obviously you shouldn't let anyone know that one. Let's try again. Does anyone know why it's an active token? I'm setting. Let's try and put messaging Facebook URL right here. Let's debug that. See, let's try. You know what? I'll just go to console. It's just easier. I can call send message again. Require. What's our file called server, right? Okay, and then you send the message. It send a message here. Access token. Oh, we didn't have the equal sign. All right, let's try one more time. Require this guy. All right, bad request. Parameter recipient is required. This is great news. I already authorized. If I don't have a token, it would say, you know, invalid token, blah, blah, blah. So, hey, Facebook is happy to talk to me. What's next is I want to pass in some data. And in this data, I copy the structure from this JSON thing in the doc. This guy, okay? So you can do this like paste a string, or you can use Ruby sort of structure. So recipient ID is my recipient ID up above. And then message, that's it, I think. What else? I think it's a message. Let's refer this, right? You can see it through, whoops, sorry. All right, can you see it? It's too dark. Message and text, that's it. Message, text is message text. So this is a Ruby hash. In order to make it work, then you have to turn it into JSON. I hope it works. Is there a toJSON method? So let's say if I have like one.
I think you need to require the JSON library.
Oh, so I say toJSON, and then it doesn't work. So then you have to require JSON. Okay, then I do something like that. Wait, a toJSON. Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much. So let's say we have JSON. This is built in. You just need to require it. All right. So we're going to send this. I think if we're lucky, it will work. If we're not lucky, then we learn something. And then parameter recipient is required. Did I make a typo? I send this thing down here, post to this guy, and hello there. Did I send more than once? I only send message once. Oh, up here. So that's a wrong error. Let's check Facebook. Okay, I didn't send anything back. Let's try again. Okay, I'm gonna call send message. Harley ID one more time. Uh-oh, I don't have this ID. Would it work? Harley ID is a local variable, so I'm just gonna turn it into a method so I can use it. Can I use send message from here? Actually, I need to put it in a class, but it's okay. All right, so Harley ID is this guy. I send it. Data, to make it easier to see. Post. Let's do it one more time. Require server. Access token is passed properly. JSON, when you post to this guy, data to JSON. What am I posting?
I wonder if the HTTP post method will convert the JSON automatically.
Right. So, so this is RubyGem, HTTP, and so RubyGems. We just look. I actually put it in the guide here as well. How to pass parameters. It will do something like this. So if you in this case, we're just debugging together. We're almost done. if I pass JSON, oh, I see. You're saying it will.
Yes.
Yes. You're right, because you see this is a hash, right? So I don't need to use the JSON gem. So thank you, Aaron. Let's see if we get lucky this time. You see the message now. There's nothing wrong. It seems okay. Well, Facebook respond okay. My phone just buzzed, and then it say hello there. So now from now on, I already implement how to respond to the user, but you need to be able to respond to the user when they send something. So we need to parse this data thing, right? So in this data, there's something called entry, and then there's something called message. So you can build a very complicated app over time. But for today, this app, the object is always page, and in this entry, you have a bunch of entries. So just quickly, I have all these entries. Let me turn off the base mode. So I have entries.each do entry. What do we do in each entry? They send us stuff called messaging because we subscribe to this data. So you get, in messaging, you just get like, this is the bunch of messaging. It's a little confusing there. What do you think you have in each messaging? The sender, right? Remember, if I could scroll back up here, I'm sure we can find that funky structure that they send back to us.
Sender and text.
Yeah. Oh man, it's too far. Oh, the yellow thing. Here. All right. So sender, and then in sender we have the ID, right? So this is sender ID. And then what is my message? Text. Messaging dot message text. You also have recipient, but in this case, it's yourself. So it's not that great. So if I have these two things, then I can call send message and send back to sender ID. And then I say something like you said text. That seems okay? Let's see if it works. It's like, all right, so we run the server bundle exec Ruby server. Whoops. Oh, I forgot to save. All right, let's try it one more time. You can make this live reload every time you change, by the way, but for the sake of this one. All right, so I say, I can't even type. Say remember me. Then it's send here, and I think something is crashing. Let's stop the server real quick so we can read the error message. Unlike Python, okay, so entry is a string, so we need to parse that. So this one, you actually need to parse this. So json.parse. Let's try it one more time. Oh, now Facebook's gonna. It takes longer for them to. Sorry, the screen's too small. And then this. I'm passing the entry. Normally, if I do it at home, I just save this thing to a file, and then just test that instead. This is annoying. Write to a file, open a file, and write to it. But in this case, let's just troubleshoot it. In line, in token entry. Okay, this is not true. Entries, you parse this data entry. Oh, right. Data is not. So what you want is actually to parse the whole thing here. So you parse what's returned by Facebook. Okay, now it makes sense.
Actually, you want to remove the parse.
Right. Entries. Thank you very much. So in this case, I just remove these guys. See, this is much better because you guys are much better at finding the problem. Okay, so we're waiting for the server to get something. Obviously, Facebook sort of give up on us, right? Hey, come on. Okay, great. Now to close this, you obviously want to do something more fun than just hey. Okay, so now obviously anyone can send this and then get a message back, right? Now you can use some other extra tool to turn that message into an image, a shopping cart, or anything like that. Now, for you to test this coder push thing, I need to add you into roles. So until you publish your app, only you as admin can test it. So you can add yourself to developer, add friends to tester, and then you can test this thing. I'll make it a little more useful to wrap this up. I will include something, let's say easy translate, and let's require it. Can anyone guess what it's doing? I'm going to translate anything you say to Vietnamese. Okay? So down here, I run this thing, so I easy translate.api key. As if you know this key, then you can use it. So I won't let you know what my key is. Something like translate API key. I have this now. So down in when Facebook tell me what the user said, my reply message now is going to be easy translate. I translate your text to Vietnamese. Okay, and something like it's like that. Maybe just put the whole thing as reply. Okay, so let's say, man, this is crazy. It's receiving the callback from Facebook earlier. All right. So now, if you are, one of our friends, Aaron, Peter, sorry, what's your name? Vice, right? Your English is not good enough. Now you can go to Coder Push and then copy and paste this back to the chat message with your friend. Sorry for the hiccup in a few places, but it's good. You guys help fix all the bugs. I will share the whole document here. It makes it a little bit easier. Now that you've listened to me, then you find that this is, it's really easy. Sorry for taking too much time there.
The thing for 30 minutes.
Awesome.